am half black. My biological father is African American. I'm gonna break it down for you because I know what you're thinking. This girl is insane. There's no way. She has green eyes, very light skin, and blonde hair. Like, there's no way. Growing up as a kid, I always got, "That's your stepdad, you must be adopted." This video is honestly for educational purposes to just let you know, like, people can look like me and be mixed. So let me break it down and show you my parents. Alrighty, here is me and my dad. This is my dad. His name is Lance. Here's another photo. It's kind of blurry, but yes, he raised me my entire life from when I came out the womb. Here is another photo of us when I was younger. And this is my mom, so I definitely took after, like, her skin tone, her hair. I'm looking like a weird-ass little baby in this pic, but this is my mom, again. Here is her when she was in her teenage years. So yeah, those are my parents. My dad actually had a paternity test after I was born. Not because he thought my mom was cheating, but just to make sure, because I did come out looking super fair, which is absolutely hilarious, honestly. One day, somebody asked him, they were like, "How does your baby have blonde hair? That is not your kid." And my dad just made a joke. He was like, "Oh, yeah, I used to have blonde hair when I was a kid, too." Like, serves you right for asking a dumb question. I will say that when people see my dad and me next to each other, we do have a lot of similarities in our face. We have the same eyes, not eye color, but there's a photo of us, I can't find it, but there's a photo of us where our eyes are literally the exact same when we smile. Like, the shape of them, one of our eyes gets smaller and one's absolutely hilarious. Photo of us when I was young.
Hey, all right, shalom, shalom. I want to start off by giving all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, YahWAHSHAWAII, Ba'ashem, Rahab, Kodash. I want to say double honor to the apostles and the bishop elders of Great Millstone for teaching his word in truth and sincerity and for ruling well. And salutations to my fellow Akim across the four corners of the globe, preaching and prophesying in the name of Yahweh, Ba'ashem, YahWAHSHAWAII. Hey, I'm the brother Gabar Yahweh from GMSHAWAII, coming to you with another quick lesson. And it's on this video that you just saw in front of you. This woman is an Israelite. Okay, this woman is not an Edomite. Although most people will assume that she was an Edomite if you just look at her on face value, but this is her father, all right, and he's clearly an Israelite. She's probably a Gadite, you know what I'm saying? He looked more like a Gadite than he does a Judite, but let's, for all intents and purposes, it's an African American man. This will make this woman a Judite woman, okay? And you gotta have spiritual eyes to see it. You know how many times we don't went through the scriptures and showed you time after time. You're gonna have Israelites looking like the other nations. From the apostles and bishops on down, they taught us this. It's in the scriptures. Okay, we were scattered amongst these nations, and we wanted to put on and act like these other nations. Well, guess what? Over time, not even a generation, you get Jake look like the other nations, man. And this has been happening for millennia. That's why you got Israelites scattered all over the earth that look like these other nations. You might think they're heathens, but they're not. All right, and this is the beautiful example of the wheat and the tare. This woman is a wheat. Hey, if ain't none of you brothers claim her, I'm claiming her. You know what I'm saying? She one of us. He's one of us. You know, there's another video I got. It's her and her sister. I guess her dad or whatever, and her mom not together no more. So he had another daughter, and that's her family. You know. And it's beautiful because a lot of people can't understand this, man. For all you Israelites that talk about all the Israelites are black people or all the Israelites are Latino people, bro, not everybody, like in the words of Apostle Gabar, not everybody's going to look like John Shaft, man. And you got to get that out of your head. We got to look and think on a level that Yahweh Ba'ashem YahWAHSHAWAII has put us on, man. We got to be men after the Most High's heart. And what the Most High says this. This is 1 Samuel 16:7. But the Lord, Yahweh Ba'ashem YahWAHSHAWAII, said unto Samuel, look not on his countenance or on the height of his stature, because I have refused him. For the Lord seeth not as man seeth, for man looketh on the outward appearance, but the Lord, Yahweh Ba'ashem YahWAHSHAWAII, looketh on the heart. Right? He looks at the spirit of a man. Yeah? Okay? It says, this is Job 10:4. Hast thou eyes of flesh, or seest thou as man seeth? If man only see the outside appearance, this devil that's ruling over is Esau, Edom. He only sees on the outward appearance. That's why they used to have a one drop rule. If your mother was a Jake, or if your father was a Drake, it's like you got to drop a Negro blood and that make you a Negro. That's because they only see things from the outside view. They don't see things from a spiritual aspect. They're not looking on the heart of a man. Not every Israelite going to be beat bopping and hip hopping up and down the street, man. You going to have Israelites looking like this. And this is one generation. You saw pictures of her mom. You seen pictures of her dad. And he even got a DNA test to make sure that was his seed. And that's his daughter. And you can clearly see the similarities within them, especially when she was younger, But she would be considered a so-called white woman in this world. But we got to look like the Lord looked. The Lord don't look on the outward appearance. He look on the inner man, on the heart. He look and see if your spirit's righteous. He look and see if you have a sincere spirit toward him. And like King David had toward him, but his brothers didn't. Because at one point, Samuel was looking like as man looking. He looked on the outside appearance and assumed that, this got to be a man of the Lord. But the Lord rejected those men and chose David. Right? So likewise, when we see other Israelites out there, we got to think the same way. Not every Israelite is going to look like me or the stereotypical brother that you might think. Like that's why we don't do that boot kissing shit. Because a lot of them people that y'all have kissing boots, they could have been Israelites, man. 9 times 10, they may have been Israelites. Because Esau's not going to humble down for nobody. Right? And this is an Israelite woman. Now, imagine she get with it. She probably get with a man that looked like her. She might not get with a man that looked like her father. She get with a man that looked like her. And she have a child by that man. He might be an Edomite. Could be an Israelite that look like an Edomite. Right? But this woman is an Israelite. It's clear as day. If you have eyes to see and ears to hear. And that's why, let's go to the wheat and the tare. Right? Let me get that. Salakia. Right? This is the book of St. Matthew's. I know it's in Matthew's. Yep. This is St. Matthew chapter 13. And it's the parable of the wheat and the tare. Right? It says St. Matthew 13:24. Another parable put he forth unto them, saying, the kingdom of heaven is likened unto a man which sowed good seed in his field, right? But while men slept, his enemy came and sowed tares among the wheat and went his way. But when the blades was sprung up and brought forth fruit, then appeared the tares also. So the servant of the householder came and said unto him, Sir, didst not thou sow good seed in thy field? From whence then have it tares? He said unto them, An enemy have done this. And the servant said unto him, Wilt thou then that we go and gather them up? But he said, Nay, lest while ye gather up tares, ye root up also wheat with them, right? Because because the wheat and the tare look the same. And so it's not until the wheat is fully ripened that it starts to lean over. And then the tares, it stays straight, and sometimes the tares can strangle the wheat. But if you gather them up already, what's going to end up happening is you might end up gathering up some wheat and tossing it into the fire, and the Lord ain't having it. And that's likened unto our people. This woman is a wheat. You know what I'm saying? She ain't no tare, right? So it says, verse 30, let both grow and gather unto the harvest. And in the time of the harvest, I will say to the reapers, gather ye together first the tares, bind them up in bundles and to burn them, but gather the wheat into my barn. Let's skip down. Where the Lord, he breaks it down. The tares explain. Then Yahushua sent the multitude away and went into the house, and his disciples came unto him, saying, Declare unto us the parable of the tares of the field. He answered and said unto them, He that soweth the good seed is the Son of Man, and the good seed is the elect. All right, the elect of Israel. You got the wicked of Israel. Okay, then you got the heathen that are bundled up amongst Israel. All right, and the wheat and the tares. The wheat is the elect. The tares is 2/3, and those that are bundled amongst us that look like us, but they're not our people. All right. The field is the world, which we're in the world, right? The good seed are the children of the kingdom, but the tares are the children of the wicked one. All right? And those that follow after Esau, which is 2/3, y'all are the wicked ones. And then those Slakia, those heathen that are amongst our people, they look like us, but they really go back to the other nations. They would be deemed as children of the wicked one. The enemy that sold them is the devil, which is Esau. The harvest is the end of the world, and the reapers are the angels. And we're at the end of the world. We're at the end. Okay. Because this is about a nation. This is not about a particular idea of a racial identity, black, white. No, it's about if you're an Israelite, and then if you're an elect of Israel, and it's about if you a heathen, you from these other heathen nations. That includes Esau, Edom, the wicked. Okay, nationalities are coming back. It's not about what you look like on the outside. You know, and the angels know what spirits are of the righteous, which is the elect of Israel, and what spirits are the wicked, which are the 2/3 and other nations, starting with Esau, you know. But then Jacob be like, oh, you diluted your race after one generation. No, he ain't diluted nothing. That's an Israelite woman. She just looked like her mother, right? She got her mother attributes. She got her mother's hair, that leprous hair. She got that leprous skin. And she fine too. Shorty fine. She bad. I go, oh, shorty bad. But this her sister.
Did I really just forget?
This is her sister right here. And if you look at her, you can kind of see some of those her father's Israelite features on both of them. Right? She got a sister. Right? And both of them are Israelites. Just one looks like the stereotypical Israelite, and the other one looks like a so-called white woman. Like
I am half black.
Like her mother. But this is an Israelite woman right here. Just like Patrick Mahomes' kids, Blake Griffin kids. Those are all Drake's son. All Israelites, man. Right? That's why when you read Revelation 7 and 9, after this I beheld, and lo, a great multitude which no man could number, of all the nations, kindreds, and people, and tongues, and stood before the throne and before the Lamb, clothed with white robes and palms in their hands. Because these are the Israelites that are being brought up from out of these other nations. All right? They look like these other nations. They speak the language of these other nations. But they were part of the elect. All right? This is the book of Ezekiel 37. And, and 21. Ezekiel 37:21. And say unto them, thus saith the Lord power, behold, I will take the children of Israel from among the heathen, whither they be gone, and will gather them on every side and bring them into their own land. Right? And you ain't got a bunch of so-called blacks and Hispanics, like phenotypical blacks and Hispanics just living amongst these other nations. You got Israelites that's been living amongst these nations for centuries, man, for millennia. And over time, they dealing with their mother's people or other nations. And them kids look like them other nations, man. But at the end of the day, they're Israelites. And it don't take that many generations. It don't take 2 and 3 generations. 1 generation, bro. This man had a daughter with a so-called white woman, which her mom...
Stepdad, you must be a dad. This is my dad. His name is Lance.
Yeah.
Really took
and
after,
with a so-called white woman. And the daughter took after the mama. The daughter took after the mama, which her mama could be an Israelite. You never know. You never know. She could be a heathen. She could be an Israelite. Right? So you got to think spiritually when you're looking on a people. You got to judge a man by the spirit. Okay? Not by the outside appearance, man. All right? Because you could tell that, hey, this woman's an Israelite, man. She definitely a Jake. You know what I'm saying? So with that, I say shalom.